Alright, so now we're going to look at sniping the guns, the actual sniper rifles. So let's see. First off, I've got Her Benevolence. I've rolled this one pretty well. You can do better. But Rodeo, that's kind of pointless. It's good on a lot of weapons. On snipers, it really doesn't seem to make much of a difference. I could show you video proof, but I'll let you guys just trust me on this one. Quick draw, that can be useful if you're trying to do quick scoping and stuff, but generally I prefer that on my primaries, not on my secondaries. Precision glass, that makes a really heavy zoom. That's good for, you know, big maps like Bastion, First Light, and the one I absolutely hate from the second expansion, I forget the name of it. Reinforced barrel, increases range, reduces stability. Range doesn't really matter on sniper rifles, at least not right now. It's kind of pointless, so you don't want to hurt your stability. That just increases the amount of time before you can fire a second shot, so that's kind of pointless. Unflinching. Now this is an important one. It's easier to aim under fire. You would think this would mean it would kick less, like my cursor's doing right here when you're being shot. That's not true. It kicks the same, but it comes back to center faster. So that's a good perk. Scopes, the short gaze. This is one that's really good. Low aim assist. It's got a little bit of aim assist on it, but it has less scope. It's only 10% less, so it's not huge, but the lower zoom is nice for a little more situational awareness. And then you've got the ambush. Agile, light, and handles beautifully, rewards skilled hand. Literally, this means no aim assist, but very low zoom. So again, it's more like the No Land Beyond. You get much more. You can see more of the field, and it moves really quick. I mean, when you do the thumbsticks, it goes quick. So let's see, Hawkeye. That's useless. Long view. This is another one that people like. Now, this is a long range one, so it has more zoom, and that's okay. Sometimes you want more zoom, but excellent target acquisition. That's the important thing. This one has a lot of aim assist, which is really nice when you're scrolling across. Aim assist in Destiny, basically, the way it attacks us, that's useless. Rodeo, again, that's useless. The way aim assist works is there's almost like a gravity well around a player. So when you're moving your cursor, it moves this fast, your reticle. It moves this fast, and then it finds a player, and it kind of slows down while you're across them. You barely even notice it when it's done well. And there is a little bit of it tracking a player's movement if your thumbstick is going in the same direction as the player. Flared magwell, reload faster, that's never a bad idea. Armor piercing rounds. Now, these are nice because you can get double shots with them. Like, you can shoot through one person, hit the person behind. But it slows down weapon handling. That means when you're trying to move around with your thumbsticks, it's slower, so I don't like it. Reinforced barrel, yeah, same thing. Shoot to loot, never a bad thing. Self-explanatory. Let's look. What do we got here? I don't know why I waste time on those. Custom optics. Now this one actually, precision glass for lower zoom and wider view. On patience and time, that's really nice. Really scopes you out further. Field Scout, I don't know if you can still get snipers with Field Scout. I don't think you can. But it is nice if you can. Fitted Stock, that's kind of pointless on Patience and Time because it's already max stability, so I don't know what the deal is there. Third Eye. Now that's something that's, you know what Third Eye is. Very useful on a sniper if you're playing in a thing with radar. Eye of Soul. Now this is the sniper rifle from Trials of Osiris. You can buy this. Don't have to go 9 wins or anything. If you're gonna play a sniper, Army of One is a pretty good perk, and you can get this on other snipers besides Eye of Soul. Grenade and melee cooldown is really nice because when you're sniping, the thing you're going to be weak against is close range, so grenades and melees help with that. That's not a bad idea. Short gaze and long view. This thing just has all the right snipes. And that one, oh my goodness. I was playing with that one, Eagle Eye, longest range scope. I mean, that thing is heavy. Like, you feel the weight trying to drag the scope around. It's a heavy scope. Really makes the weapon feel heavy. Quick draw, we already talked about that. Send it. Kind of pointless on sniper rifles. Really good on pistols. Because this range stat just really doesn't matter. The thing that matters is stability, impact, rate of fire. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Snapshot. That's important. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. That means just moving it around. It's lighter when you move it around. That's important. And flinching. There you go. That's always useful. Again, remember with unflinching, it's not that you move less, it's that you come back to center quicker. All right, so now we're going to compare some stats. Her Benevolence. This is a sniper rifle that you can, they call it one bang off a revive. If somebody gets revived and they have the overshield, you can kill them in one shot, you know, if you time it right. And notice just the tiniest little bit of difference on impact and rate of fire. Patience and time fires faster, and the stability is greater. So you can get those shots quicker. But just that little bit of impact right there, that's enough that you can't kill somebody in one shot off a revive. No Land Beyond can't either, which I'm very sad for. But hopefully that will be changing in the new patch. Now here, look at this, Black Hammer. Rate of fire is a little lower. Stability is supposedly greater, but based on the rate of fire, it's actually a slower firing thing. Now this impact is overkill, because this impact is enough to, again, one bang off a revive. So that's the most impact you need. This right here, overkill. Maybe, no, this is enough to do it off. Actually, I don't know that. Maybe for a ram wearing Sun Singer using Radiance, this would make a difference. But for the most part, I can't think of anything that it. Okay, now here's Eye of Soul. Much lower impact, much higher rate of fire. So this is more like Patience and Time, but it's even lower. You know, it's a good sniper. I just can't get into it. An Icebreaker. You'll notice this one's identical as far as the important stats, except for the stability. This is why I hate Icebreaker. I mean, I get it. It gets infinite ammo, but it's the same as Her Benevolence, with just crappy stability. Except for the fact you get infinite ammo, useless sniper in PvP. And there's the LDR. Again, similar on these two stats. They're actually basically identical. A little less stability. You can make up for that. Anything interesting? Nope. Ambush, long view, those are good. Unflinching, nice. Armor piercing rounds. Oh, we talked about those already. That's the one. Skip rounds. If you're really good, you can use these to bounce off walls and kill people. But there's very few times and there's very few situations when that will actually ever happen. I can't think of a time when I've ever done it. I've seen some videos where people do it, but it's rare. Clown cartridge, that's nice for snipers as well. I don't think I covered it here. No, I don't. I don't really cover it here. No, because I'm planning on going to the planet there. Okay, so I didn't really cover it in this one, but it's important to if you're gonna play sniper, you want the gloves. I mean, unless it's critical to your build to have the exotic like I do. You want gloves that'll grant you the increased ammo for snipers. And if possible, you want the chest that increases. No, I'm sorry. Gloves are reload. Chest should be increased ammo. So you want a chest that allows more ammo. You want gloves that increase reload. And I think that's all there is. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of the walkthrough for snipers. The sights, you got to pay attention to those. Those are huge. I can't even tell you how big the sights are. That's like the biggest thing ever. It changes the complete handling. On most guns, it's not a big deal because you're not dealing with how the cursor moves or the reticle moves that much. But on snipers, you really got to pay attention to the sights. The tiniest little tweaks make the biggest difference. So long view is good for the aim assist. Ambush or short gaze are both good for a little less scope, a little more situational awareness. Um, and then unflinching is nice. Rodeo, kind of useless. I've got some footage I might upload it, but basically it takes about the same as far as the recoil is concerned. And then if you're gonna snipe, you're gonna want to commit to sniping. Like that's gonna be part of your role. You really do have to spec for it. You're gonna want the extra capacity, um, from the chest or the legs, and you're gonna want the reload speed. That's kind of key from the gloves. Um, and icebreaker, except for the fact that you don't have to worry about ammo, it's just not there. I mean, we walked through all the snipers and you saw it. So, all right, that's the rundown of the guns.